Hello, I'm Dr. Claude Fox, President of MedPlus Disability Evaluations, and I'm talking to you today to announce the exciting release of our new electronic medical record that's specifically tailored for Social Security consultative exams. We've spent almost 3 years developing this tool based in large part on my experience of doing CEs for DDS offices in several states for over 30 years, and also by reviewing on a regular basis random reports generated by our own physicians prior to being sent to you. Based on my experience and the experience of hundreds of physicians who have worked with us over the last 20 years, we believe our reports will provide better and faster information to state DDS units to assist you in making a timely decision on your various cases. Our electronic medical record, or health record, is available only through MedPlus and will be used by all of our physicians within the next 2 to 3 months. At present, we can perform both the general medical or internal medicine CE and the musculoskeletal exams. We are currently in development of a pediatric CE that will meet all of the SSS requirements for these reports. We believe that these reports will give the DDS offices in a much more timely fashion information, since we're going to be able to get those reports to you within 24 to 48 business hours after the exam is done. Also, the exam is tailored to address questions and information that DDS specifically has to have to make a decision. Here are some reasons that I think our reports will be well received by your DDS offices and staff. First, our findings and impression page at the end will give you detailed information on whether or not the claimants have any functional limitations, and if so, we will quantify these to the greatest extent possible. An example would be if a claimant has a problem with lifting and carrying, we would specify how many pounds the claimant can lift with each arm and whether or not they can lift that weight occasionally, frequently, or continuously. We use the DDS definitions on these items, and those definitions are printed on the report for the examiner to see. We do a similar thing whenever we note any muscle weakness, and we use the accepted SSA scale of 5/5. And again, we print that scale in the report, and we will have this available for the examiner to see so they don't have to wonder what scale the physician might have used. Other examples of things in the report that I think you'll like are that we always comment on, was a medical history received on this claimant, and was it reviewed prior to the physician performing the exam? On the issue of gait, we always comment on whether or not an assistive device was used, and was it medically required for ambulation. Regarding grip, if grip or fine and gross manipulative skills were impaired, we always comment on the claimant's ability to button, pick up a coin, and zip, and we quantify how well they seem to be able to do these things. In giving vital signs, we always note the cuff size used to take the blood pressure, particularly if it's an obese patient, and for height and weight, we automatically calculate a BMI. We have other items in the EMR that will hopefully help us paint a mental picture for your examiners and provide enough detailed information to aid them in their decision-making process. One other aspect of our reports that I think you'll like is that we have done everything possible to prevent the examining physician from making contradictory statements in the reports. I know how much heartburn that causes you and how much time it takes for you or your staff to obtain a clarification before you can close out a case. So we built in every mechanism possible to prevent the physician from making statements that give different findings or conclusions throughout the report. Finally, all of our reports, when printed and submitted to you, will appear just as reports you receive now from a transcription service. There'll be no checklist, and I believe you'll not be able to look at the EMR and tell whether or not it was generated by a transcription company or by our electronic medical records process. If you're interested, and I hope you are, in having a better quality product, a report that will be submitted in a more timely fashion, and a report that will reduce the amount of time your staff will have to spend in callbacks for clarification, then I would encourage you to consider using MedPlus for your CE needs. Thank you for watching this brief video, and please feel free either to contact me or our electronic medical records manager, Nick Irwin, by email or cell phone if you have any questions or would like to explore us working with you to meet your CE needs.